Ladies and gentlemen, today was an absolute disaster. What happened today should never have happened, especially on a day like this, Robinhood. This is unacceptable. Now, as you all may know, a couple of days ago, last week, the Dow Jones suffered the biggest loss since the financial crisis of 2008, and all three indices fell into correction territory. There was major panic and sell-off because of coronavirus fears. And it was just general fears that were reemerging that the coronavirus was going to spread much further across the globe, especially in the United States. Let's put it this way. It was so bad that any gains you might have made in the previous year would have been completely erased within the span of a week. But you know how we do things here. And if you're a long-term investor, you don't care about the short-term losses like this, and you don't panic sell and listen to the noise. You hold because you know 10 years from now, you're going to be looking back at this day or last week, and you're going to be like, okay, that was just a minor bump in the road because you believe in these companies. So if you did buy the dip and kept on dollar cost averaging and not listening to all these people saying, oh, this isn't the absolute bottom. Why are you buying right now? The coronavirus is going to push the market down further. You would have been rewarded today unless you were a Robinhood brokerage account user. Today, the Dow Jones had a relief rally, literally one business day after this whole sell-off. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average retraced about 1,100 points. And it was honestly a great day for those that bought the dip, bought today when the market opened, or just held their portfolios throughout all of this chaos. But when I opened up my Robinhood app today to check the gains, and it froze at the price I was at in the pre-market. Fortunate for me, I could actually still see my line graph for my entire portfolio. Some people just got a white screen. Some people just got an error message when they were trying to browse and look up ticker symbols. And I'm refreshing the app, I'm closing it, and I'm reopening it, and it's still the same problem. So I go on Twitter, because this isn't even a joke right now. Like, when stuff like this happens, I just go to Twitter to make sure that it's not only happening to me. And lo and behold, it was happening to everyone. And Robinhood was trending on Twitter. People were saying, I'm losing money, Robinhood, because your app isn't working. People had made put calls in options trading, and they were losing money because if you don't know, in options trading, a put is basically you saying that the price of a particular stock is going to go down. But obviously, most of the stocks in all the three indices weren't going down today because of the rebound that was taking place. So they were losing money and they couldn't take profits, or they couldn't get out of their trades because Robinhood was acting up today. People that wanted to buy in the dip at the last possible second were unable to do that either. And to all my day traders and swing traders that wanted to take profits at any point in this day were unable to do that either. Really, the only people that were left unaffected by this were the people that bought the dip since last week, or just people that bought and held in general. And I'm so fortunate that I decided to liquidate some cash and buy the stocks that I wanted to buy at a discount on Friday, because I would have been livid today if I had waited till today. People were furious on Reddit and Twitter saying that as soon as Robinhood is active and up and running once again, they were going to use it, but for one last time, to liquidate their stocks and move over to another brokerage, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, etc. And to be fair, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but let's go over what was the cause for this whole breakdown on a day like this, on a day that was so heavily anticipated by investors and traders alike. So we have this person, shout out to JTech63 on Twitter. He says, hey Robinhood app, did someone forget to add IS leap and 2 parentheses to your Python module? Imagine losing thousands of dollars because someone didn't code for the leap year. It's looking for March 3rd data and throwing errors out the ass. Hashtag Robinhood app. And there you have it, folks. The reason why your Robinhood app was not working today was because the developers at Robinhood forgot to take into consideration that 2020 was a leap year and to just add a tiny sliver of code to their entire module to account for that. And so Robinhood was trying to take data for tomorrow, which is March 3rd, instead of today, and that was causing all of these errors, and nothing was made possible. And the fact that it took an entire trading day and beyond to figure this out, not even from the people down at Robinhood, but for Twitter users, is completely unacceptable. This is negligence. When I took computer science last semester, I was always told, our professor got this into our head: double check, triple check your work. So why can't the people at Robinhood, working for a brokerage account, who 10 million people have entrusted their hard-earned money into their hands, can't double check their work? You're telling me you forgot that this year was a leap year? So I wonder what happened in 2016. I don't know what happened because I was only 15 at the time and I had no idea what Robinhood was. But to all of you people that are veteran Robinhood users, maybe you can tell me. Because if it didn't happen last time, why did it happen this time? And if it did happen last time, why did it happen this time again? This is absolutely ridiculous. Robinhood was killing it lately, even though it was taking long for them to release new features. Like, some people don't even have the cash management feature yet, but they were like clapping back, responding to all these brokerage accounts, making zero commissions, putting the pressure on Robinhood. And then they create all these new things, lists, fractional shares of their own, even though they were a little late to the party on that too, cash management, debit cards. And then this happens. This isn't good for your reputation, Robinhood. And people were threatening class action lawsuits, even though if you read the terms and conditions, it says that Robinhood is not liable for situations like this. But people are still saying that as long as there are a ton of people backing this and they can contact their lawyers and whatnot, it might be able to, cover some ground with this. But honestly, I don't know. I just hope that when I open my Robinhood tomorrow, that the gains are updated that I would have made today. I bought Apple, Microsoft, another fractional share of Tesla, and I just bought a whole bunch of fractional shares of new stocks, Home Depot, and other stocks to dollar cost average since Friday. So hopefully you guys did the same, and I really hope you guys are buy and hold investors. To you out there, you bought on Friday or just last week in general, and we're waiting for today. Because I was one of those people who were going to wait for today. And I'm so glad that I did not. Because there was no way for you to liquidate your assets because Robinhood was just frozen. And even if you did sell your stocks to move the money elsewhere, you need to wait 2 days for your cash to settle before you can withdraw it. And also the other way around, because that's how it works with most of these brokerages. There's a settlement window. I can't believe this, man. I just can't believe this. This really happened. This really happened. It really did. 10 million people missed out on huge gains after such a week of tribulation. That's very unfortunate. People are punching the air right now. And all it took was one line of source code. I don't think there's anything else left to say. You guys can follow me on Twitter because I was very active today. So if you guys want to support me outside of YouTube, the link to that and my Instagram will be in the description below. I tweet and post some interesting stuff, consistently. So if you're interested in that, or you just want to talk in general about whatever, then just follow me there and we can just talk about anything. And you can, see what I'm tweeting about. Guys, let me know how today affected you and whether you're going to give Robinhood another chance, maybe a slap on the wrist and keep trading with them, or if you've had enough, you're going to liquidate your assets or transfer your assets to a different brokerage, and if so, which brokerage. Personally, me, I've been building my portfolio on Fidelity. It's a growth stock portfolio, and I'm really loving it so far. I've already made some decent gains. Remember, guys, don't listen to the noise or the naysayers or the people looking from the sidelines or the fear mongers or the media in general. And that's it for today's video. Stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about the not the Robinhood. I'm going to be talking about the Discover It secured credit card. I've been using it since November, trying to create a credit history and credit score for myself. So I should be having that. It usually takes 6 months, so we'll see what happens in May or June. That should be exciting, so I'm going to be posting a video about it. But stuff like this has just been happening a lot lately, so that's been pushing it back. Anyway, guys, like the video. Let me know. Let's talk in the comment section. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts about a disaster of today. Very unfortunate day for all Robinhood users. But, when stuff hits the fan, you look back and then you just keep moving forward. All right, guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your trading week.